Guys, what's going on? Jeremy Lafrentz, Backstage Entertainment. Once again on Devices Bus. We caught them a couple weeks ago. We actually caught Virus, but now we got Will. Will, what's going on?
What's up?
You are in lovely Omaha, Nebraska. We're just talking about this glorious weather we've been having. It's kind of sporadic.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting.
Yeah, we can't get a shot of it right now, but it was supposed to rain today, and I don't know, the skies are getting darker. So
yeah, it kind of looks like the apocalypse is about to happen.
Exactly. So, well, we'll kind of let fans know this already because you kind of saw this and we're like, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
This is the BSE box. We've had fan-submitted questions in here, and you were like, what's his name? And I was like, I don't know, we just call it the BSE box. So, do you have any name off the top of your head for us to help us out?
I'm going to think about that one. I'm going to get back to you.
Let's do that. Okay, if someone comes to you during the middle of the
I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. Because, it's resembling our logo here. So, guys, if you want to pause in the video here, like Backstage Entertainment, we got you guys to sign a few photos for us last time we saw you at Laserfest, and we still have some of those left that we're giving away as a contest. So
cool.
If people like our Facebook page, subscribe to us on YouTube, you guys can actually win those. So good luck to everybody out there, huh?
Oh, yeah.
So since we got Virus, we talked about the album and stuff. Vilify's out now.
Yeah.
What's kind of your take on the new album, and what do you like about it?
I think the album kicks ass. That's what I like about it. It's really good. Vilify's done great. It's spent 2 weeks at number 1.
Yep.
It's now on its second week at number 2. So it's done amazing. I think probably far beyond our expectations, and really happy, that the fans have made it known that they love it, and super pleased with the amazing job that the people at our label have done with the record, and radio stations in general. It's been well, man, and we're excited. Next single's about to come out. It's going to be the first track off the album called You Think You Know. So be listening for that.
Yeah. When we were talking with Virus, I think we were just talking to him off camera and everything, but he was joking that you've been in like 39 different bands and everything. What I guess what's the total count right now? Do you know?
I don't.
You don't even know, huh?
No.
What have been some for the fans out there that are not, I guess, following you as closely as they'd like to? What are the biggest bands you've been in, so they know?
Well, I would say played with would be a better way to describe it.
Gotcha.
But like I've played with, let's see, I'm going way back. Like I've played with Motley Crue. I've played with Tommy Lee. I played with Vince Neil as a solo artist. I played with Black Label Society. I played with Evanescence. Obviously Device. Static X. I'm losing track. I don't know.
Those are some big names.
Crossfade. Just recently did the new Soil record that's coming out in June, I believe. The single's hitting in June. Yeah, man, I get around.
Talk yourself up a little bit. Why are bands coming to you?
I don't know, man. No.
This is your time, man. Your time to shine.
It's like, I don't know. It's just like anything else, man. It's like I offer a product, and I guess it tastes good to people.
There you go.
I mean, I don't know. I love what I do, and I think that comes across. And I don't know. I generally, I'm usually a fan of these bands that I've gotten to play with.
Yeah.
So because I love to play, because I love this music so much, there's a genuine enthusiasm that I have and that I bring to the table, and plus maybe my sense of memory and able to learn things quickly and kind of try to. I like to say that I'm a bit of a chameleon. I can get in there and sort of change my colors, depending on what kind of gig it is.
Yeah. And now you've probably with playing in those bands and everything, developed some relationships, and just all around you've toured quite a bit.
Yep.
Is there any tour that you kind of remember the most, or a show that you remember most, that just top of your head that you would just love to go back and play that night over?
God, there's a ton, man. I mean, obviously, any night playing with Motley Crue would be that, because I grew up that being one of my favorite bands, and Tommy being one of my heroes, and just the whole vibe of that band was just something that I really, really loved as a kid. And growing up as a kid in Tallahassee, Florida, you don't ever think that you're gonna, ever even meet those people.
Yeah.
If we were even lucky enough to see them, let them play with them. So, Yeah, man, that'd be one. I gotta sneeze. Edit that out.
I'm not gonna edit that out.
I don't know. I was coming. I was trying to hold it back.
Hey, backstage, you guys are normal people, right?
Exactly.
You sneeze and everything.
Sneeze, man. Look out! I should have sneezed on the dude and make it authentic.
Yep, exactly.
Give him a little.
Rub that in there. Right?
There you go. But yeah, that was one, and then another one would be when Evanescence, when we played for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah.
And that was a pretty incredible moment.
Yeah. Talking with Virus last time, you guys seemed to hang out after the show, interact with fans, even during, even your time while on tour.
Yep.
Is there, I guess, fans that are coming up to you and other than In Device recognizing you from any of those other bands that you were talking about?
Yeah, I get some people from Black Label. Black Label's got an amazing group of fans, man. There's a very dedicated people and awesome people and very invested in that band. And so when I'm out and about, I do see some people that recognize me from that. When I was in Static X, my hair looked a little bit like yours, so I kind of put my convict look on, back to that chameleon thing. And then, obviously Evanescence, definitely get some people that recognize me for that. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I'm always cool. I like meeting people.
Yeah. Now with one of the biggest names in rock, David Draymond.
Yep.
Of Disturbed. I asked Virus this last time because it was a fan submitted question. Some people like our Facebook page and submit questions during our interviews. Say, hey, we're interviewing these guys. I want to ask you and see what your answer is. Being with David as being from Disturbed, do you think that's going to help that fan following from the get-go? Or I guess, does it help or hurt having the Disturbed name with Device?
Oh, it only helps, man.
Right.
It's like he's got such a distinctive voice and delivery and cadence to his vocal that, I mean, a lot of people have heard Vilify and think it's a new Disturbed song.
Right.
But then I think when you get into it a little bit, when you get into the rest of the record, you notice that it's much, much, much different than that. And
speaking of which, come on in. You can if you want. We have
a special guest star.
Exactly, and we're going to see if he's not shy enough to come on in.
You can walk through, man.
Yeah, we can walk through. Yep, Backstage Entertainment. We show what's going on behind the scenes. There's a familiar face. There is a familiar face. So we're going to have a little audience now while we're doing the interview. But
so no, it only helps,
does,
man. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep,
absolutely.
Yep. Let's do this. Let's get into this guy. It's been sitting here all the time.
All right.
Any names come to mind yet? Your tour manager just said Scully. That's kind of an awesome
Captain
one, huh?
Jack Sparrow, man.
There you go. Yeah, little Pirates of the Caribbean there, huh? Okay, so here's how it's going to work. We've had fans like Backstage Entertainment on Facebook and get questions into the box here. And like I said, we've added this action part, so I'll kind of take you step by step on this one because at first it's kind of confusing, but we'll try one of these, and if you want to answer normal after, if it doesn't go so well, we'll try that.
All right.
So draw a question first.
All right, draw a question. It says, what's the wildest thing you've ever done with a fan?
Okay, so now pick a number 1 through 55.
55.
Okay. So while you're answering this question, you have to, and these are all fan submitted. Girls Gone Wild.
Girls Gone Wild. What does that mean?
Then you have to act out Girls Gone Wild while you do it.
Oh, that's easy.
It's easy. So
yeah.
You can do it, huh? Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly. If you want to pick another one, you can too, because that's kind of hard with just sitting down and everything.
Well, yeah. Wildest thing I've ever done with a fan. I don't know. We better pick another one.
That's not a story we want to share, huh?
No, I'm kidding. Well, I mean, it's like the wildest thing I've ever done with a fan. I think the wildest thing I ever did with a fan, to be honest with you, was I got stuck. This is several years ago. I got stuck somewhere and couldn't get a cab. It was raining outside. We couldn't get back. And this cop that was in the place, in the restaurant, another, kind of going back to a question you asked me earlier, recognized me from Black Label Society. Yeah. Like, oh, I'm a huge Black Label fan, and so I was chatting up this cop, and he ended up being really cool. And I was just like, hey, man, you know what? We need a ride. I need to get a ride back to my bus, and this dude needs to get a ride back to his car. And can you hook us up? So he threw us in the back of the cop car and took us back to the bus where his car was at, and hooked us up, man. We made it.
There you go. So there you got a fan
That was
story.
pretty
there.
wild. I was afraid I wasn't going to get out of that cop car.
Yeah. Okay. How about you drew another one
Let's
here.
see. What message could you give to your young fans?
Okay, now you give me you tell me. Do you want to answer it normal, or do you want to try any more actions? This is all up
I'll
to you.
answer it normal.
Okay. Well, we'll put this away for now.
Do that. Yeah, we can get that back out of it.
Okay. Gotcha.
Young fans, stay in school, behave, listen to your parents. No, I don't know. I would just say, honestly, I know it's been said 1,000 times before, but don't do drugs. That would be my biggest one.
Yeah.
I know I can't. And then, and if another one, a bigger one, would be if you believe in something and you really, it's in your heart. The only thing between you and that is just air and opportunity. You just gotta try your hardest to get anything that you want in life, and it will happen for you.
Yeah. Yep.
Never give up.
Sending that positive vibe to the kids out there, because you're a role model to a lot of them out there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's hope.
Role model to my daughter, it's like I'm invested in the youth, man, because that's all we have. As this world comes around, they're the next generation that's going to take it over, and there's got to be hope, and there's got to be belief that things can happen if you put your time and effort and your love into it, and things can come around for people. So,
cool. Get another one out.
Let's check it out.
And you tell us when you want to stop. This interview is yours, so you tell us when.
What's the weirdest thing you've been asked? I don't know. That's a tough one right there. I'd have to think about that. I mean, there's the obvious answers, but weird, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, wait.
One to think of.
Yeah, you know what? Well, I wouldn't say it's that I was asked. I would say that somebody was convinced that I was someone else. They were convinced that I was Pepper Keenan from Corrosion of Conformity when I had a headband on and looked a little more scraggly, and was not taking no for an answer. And it's like, no, I'm not Pepper Keenan. No, you're Pepper Keenan, dude. No, I'm not. So yeah, I wouldn't be asked, but I was told.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, let's dig one more out. We'll go deep.
All right.
Let's go deep here. What do we got? Ask someone else in the interview a would you rather question.
So I'm gonna give you the option. You have me sitting here. We also have a couple other people on the bus here.
Let's see. Would you rather?
Yeah. So who do you want to ask first?
Let's see. We'll ask David over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just oblivious to right now what's going on. We have an interview going on. Your question again. Tell David what your question was.
It's a would you rather question.
So ask somebody else in the interview in the
This is a good
vicinity.
question. I have a good question for you.
Okay.
Would you rather drive your Harley at 120 or your Mustang at 120? There you go. Mustang.
Okay. So in case fans didn't hear you, put the mic at least so his voice is on.
The Mustang.
Awesome. Okay.
All right, we'll go again.
All right. Let's keep going, huh?
We'll grab another one. What do we got here? We already answered that one. Are you recognized in public, and do you want to be? I don't care about that. It doesn't bother me. Let's see. If you could hang out with anyone dead or alive, who would it be? Real easy. John Bonham.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love to hang out with that guy. Good Lord. I mean, I'd like to go not even like at an arena where the drums were set up or anything like that. I like to go out to his farm and like watch the dude milk his cows, man. Like he was a farmer, and it was like, this is how this dude lives when he's not doing that, and go hang out at the pub with him and have a couple pints. I mean, that'd be me for sure.
Nice.
That's an easy one.
Good. All right. So you've dipped into the box. What was your experience like?
Amazing.
Was it? We try and stay away from those normal interview questions,
Yeah,
which
them,
you probably had some. Going back to those weirdest things you've asked, but you've done some interviews in your time.
Yep.
Any kind of questions that you hate to answer now that maybe you've answered quite a bit already, or because we get a lot of times, people like us staying away from where the band name come from, how did you guys form? Because countless times you do that.
Yeah, I don't mind those so much as like. Honestly, it's like when people get offensive and they ask stupid shit like, so, what are those, how are the girls backstage and stuff like that. It's like, fucking retarded, man. Those are the ones that I'm just kind of like, dude, get out of here.
Yeah.
There was somebody at Rock on the Range that was just, that would seem to be the only question that they were asking about, and I was just like, man, you got anything good in there, dude? You know, I don't want, you know, that's stupid. You know, it's a part of it for some people, I'm sure, but
Yeah.
that's not why we're out here. We're out here to play amazing music to amazing people and make an amazing impact, and all that other stuff doesn't matter.
And I think people get that perception of you guys as just like it's always a 24/7 party.
Yeah.
When I've talked to countless rockers before, it's like we're normal people.
Yeah.
And some people don't realize that, and you guys have families and all that stuff as well. So people just
There was certainly a time, I think,
Yeah.
for that, but this ain't it. You know, just not now. You know, and I'm sure there's other bands out there that are still waving that flag, and good for them. But
Yeah.
it's just not where we're living.
Okay. And now, last message for the New Device fans. You know, just what you want to leave them with today.
Thank you guys so much for everything that you've done for us. We're so honored and proud to call you our friends. And just stick around, man. It's only going to get better. You know, this is not a one-shot deal. There will be a lot more Device. So,
Awesome.
God bless you.
All right, guys. Once again, Will from Device. Definitely check out the new album. Check out Device.
Device.
Hey everyone, make sure to like Backstage Entertainment on Facebook to see our photos, to enter yourself into contests for autographed prizes, and other news. Also make sure to click the subscribe button on YouTube to check out the rest of our videos. And you can find us on Twitter to get updates about what we're doing. For Backstage Entertainment, this is Jeremy Lafrentz.